I'm Kailoni, and welcome to The Rundown, produced by the St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, a weekly program where we recap government's top news and events over this past week. That's 7 stories in 7 minutes. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, assumed the role of chairman of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS Authority, during the opening of the organization's 73rd meeting, which took place in St. Kitts and Nevis. The event was attended by leaders from the various member states, senior government officials, and regional stakeholders. The work for development is never done, Prime Minister Drew said, noting that the onus is now on him to push the organization forward towards sustainable development for the people of our sub-region. On that note, St. Kitts and Nevis became the latest member state to launch the OECS Commission's Opportunities to Advance and Support Youth for Success, or the OASYS project. The OASYS project aims to reduce crime and violence rates among young people across the Eastern Caribbean, with a focus on strengthening youth justice systems. The project provides support in the strengthening of existing programs and investing in new ones to provide skills development, psychosocial support, and family interventions for youth in conflict with the law through collaborations with government and non-governmental partners, civil society organizations, and the private sector. This year's staging of the St. Kitts Music Festival will make history in the region with regard to provisions to accommodate smokers at events and in the general public. This week, a bill entitled Smoking Designated Areas Bill was passed, which launches the application and registration process for vendors, business owners, and promoters to seek permission for designated smoking areas at their venues. Music Festival, according to the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Marsha Henderson, will lead by example. This will be a groundbreaking initiative for the Federation as new barriers surrounding the live music industry will be set, Minister Henderson said in excitement. And now, here is a public service announcement.
The Prime Minister's office wishes to inform the general public that the 2023 National Honours Award nomination forms are now available at the Secretary Desk at Government Headquarters on Church Street. The forms are to be completed and accompanied by a detailed profile of the nominee and submitted to the Cabinet Secretary, Prime Minister's Office, Government Headquarters, Church Street, Bastille. Interested persons can also visit the SKNIS Facebook page to scan the QR code and obtain the form, which can also be submitted online. Deadline for submissions is Monday, July 31st, 2023.
The Department of Disability Services this week hosted stakeholder consultations on the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. The sessions were attended by representatives from the organizations of persons with disabilities, civil society, the private sector, and differently abled individuals. The purpose of the convention is to promote, protect, and ensure the full and equal enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedoms by all persons with disabilities, and to promote respect for the inherent dignity.
If you haven't done it as yet, please do it today. Subscribe to our YouTube page at SKNIS Media for regular updates, live coverage, and even more information on your government. While you're at it, like, share, and interact with our Facebook and Instagram pages at SKNIS Media and SKNIS Info.
This week, 19 exemplary nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis were invested with the 2022 National Honours Awards for their exceptional contribution to the development of the Federation at an investiture ceremony held by Her Excellency the Governor-General Dame Marcella Liebert, GCMG, JP, on Tuesday, June 20th at Government House. The honorees were awarded in keeping with the National Honours Act No. 19 of 1996. The National Honours Act provides for the Star of Merit, the Medal of Honor, and the Order of National Hero to be awarded to any citizen of St. Christopher and Nevis who renders distinguished and outstanding services to the nation. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis passed a suite of legislation in the National Assembly on Tuesday, June 20th, all with the intention of creating a more inclusive society in the Twin Island Federation, which respects the rights and freedoms of all citizens and residents. The 4 bills passed were the Smoking Designated Areas Bill 2023 and the Drugs Prevention and Abatement of the Misuse and Abuse of Drugs Amendment Bill 2023, both of which were moved by Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Jew, and the Rastafari Rights Recognition Bill 2023 and the Freedom of Conscience Cannabis Bill 2023, moved by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Faith-Based Affairs the Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Handley. And now for the pick of the week. 40 years of history in St. Kitts and Nevis and the OECS came together at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank on Sunday, June 18, as the Federation's first Prime Minister and only living national hero, Dr. the Right Excellent and Right Honorable Sir Kennedy Simmons, the second Prime Minister of the Federation, the Right Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, and current Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Terence Jew, attended the opening ceremony for the 73rd meeting of the OECS Authority. And now for the video of the week. Prime Minister the Honorable Dr. Terence Jew issued an emotional apology to the Rastafarian community during the debate on the Rastafari Rights Recognition Bill 2023, which was successfully passed in the Federal Parliament on Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. Visit our social media pages for this and more. And now you're all caught up. Join us next week, same place, same time, for another recap as we continue to bridge a gap between your government and you.